Welcome to Gotham TV Podcast, the unofficial podcast for the TV show Gotham and the connected DC universe. We're on episode 28. I'm one of your hosts, John.
And I'm Derek. We've got a very special episode for you this week.
Yeah, it's another round of interrogation with the MCU with Montoya and Allen, a.k.a. Victoria Cartagena and Andrew Stewart-Jones.
Yeah, we were very lucky to team up with our friends over at Legends of Gotham this week and get a bit of interrogation going with Montoya and Allen, as John said. So this interview took place on Thursday, the 11th of December in the US at 8 p.m. For us, it was the 12th of December at about 1 in the morning. So we're just putting up the audio of this interview. If you haven't had the chance to watch it, it is on YouTube in the Legends of Gotham channel and on our own channel on YouTube. You can just search for that on Gotham TV Podcast. We'll put a link in the show notes for the video. Great fun though, John, wasn't it?
It was brilliant fun. I mean, it's great to work with Legends of Gotham for a start.
Mm-hmm.
We had a round table back in September with them. And of course, it's really, really great to work with Victoria Cartagena and Andrew Stewart-Jones, René Montoya, Crispus Allen, the two detectives of the MCU, fighting crime, rescuing Jim Gordon, and now working on the Wayne case with Jim. It was really good. It was great fun. We had two sets of interviews. We kicked that off with our set of questions, and that was followed by further questions by Legends of Gotham. Mm-hmm. That's Bill and Anne-Marie from Legends of Gotham. And then we went into a little game, which was great fun. I have to apologise now to anyone who's from London. I cannot do a Cockney accent, nor can I do any accent at all.
You can do your own accent.
I can do my own accent, of course. But
a good Dublin accent.
We had slight technical issues with regards to the audio and from the clips that we were going to do, and so we reverted to trying to do them ourselves. I was trying to do a Alfred Pennyworth clip, and you were trying to do a Fish Mooney clip. But yours was yours was the Derek's clip was the one that he would say if they got it wrong, and of course Victoria and Andrew didn't really get much wrong at all in that game. But there was a very dubious part with the Condiment King getting involved.
That's very true, very true. So great fun. Hope you enjoy listening to it. Just to give you a quick sample, this is what the positive answers should have sounded like.
Point well made, I think.
That's Alfred Pennyworth. And this is what an incorrect answer should have sounded like, and that's Fish Mooney.
Wrong question, gorgeous.
Yeah, so you'll notice as you go through our versions of those, we're not very accurate.
Again, apologies for my atrocious accents. It was good fun though, and it was kind of wrapped up with a few more questions, some from some of the listeners and watchers who are watching the interview live, and also then a few more questions from ourselves. So enjoy the interview.
If you want to get in contact with us, you can send us an email to feedback@gothamtvpodcast.com, or you can email us directly at derek@gothamtvpodcast.com.
Or you can contact me at john@gothamtvpodcast.com. Plus, you can leave comments, feedback, chit-chat with us on Twitter, on Facebook, on Google+, on Tumblr. Just search for Gotham TV Podcast, and you should come across us quite easily.
Excellent. Well, enjoy the interview.
Yeah, enjoy the interview.
I'm Bill Meeks.
And I'm Anne-Marie Desimone.
And we're here with
a couple people.
Is that René Montoya over there?
Is it?
Is that Crispus Allen over there? We're pleased to be joined by our guest, Victoria Cartagena and Andrew Stewart-Jones. How are you guys doing tonight?
Great.
Hey,
for having
how's it going?
us.
How are you? Yes, indeed. Happy to be here.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Yeah, and we are also joined. This is a mega big ultra Gotham themed crossover by our friends from the Gotham TV Podcast, John and Derek. How are you guys doing?
Hey guys, hi. Not too bad. Good. Yeah, transatlantic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are way across the pond. Keeping pumped up with the coffee though, so you can stay up.
We are full of caffeine.
Excellent.
We're hyper. We'll start bouncing around the room, probably.
Well, you know, this is we're streaming live on YouTube and everything, so it's a visual medium. So feel free.
Excellent.
Here, I'm gonna take a sip of my eggnog because we all brought eggnog.
Cheers.
At least it's me.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Enjoy.
Cheers.
Could you have a bigger mug?
Possibly.
Cheers. I have nothing in my hand, so sorry.
See, no, it's
Really
Six
wow,
Flags.
Andrew.
It's Six Flags. It's in brand. They have Batman stuff all through Six Flags. So.
True story.
Okay, well, what we're going to do here, since it's a big mega crossover with us and Gotham TV podcast, what we figured we'd do is we'd give each other about 15 minutes to talk to Victoria and Andrew unabated, and then we'll swap off, and then we have a game, and we have questions from the audience and all sorts of stuff. So we'll go ahead and start the timer here. John and Derek, take it away. Have fun with your interview. We'll be in the dark.
We'll be here.
That's great. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much. Victoria, Andrews, thank you so much for agreeing to come on and answer our
Pleasure.
questions. It's really good. Thank you so much. So we've got 16 questions in 15 minutes, so this is going to be like rattle train, definitely.
Okay.
But no, have fun, relax, and this should be good. So, like, we've been really enjoying it so far. We're getting up to episode 10 next week on Gotham. But so far, what's been your favourite scene doing the show in these first 10 episodes? And coming up for the second half of this season, then, is there any scenes that you guys are in that you're really excited about, fans of the show, to see when it comes back in January?
Victoria, I'll let you shoot.
Okay. Hi guys. First of all, thanks for having us. Oh, but we only have a minute. So okay. So my favorite scene probably is the first scene that we got to shoot. It's the first scene that you are introduced. The audience is introduced to the MCU in the pilot episode in the diner. So that was my favorite.
That's a great scene. We love there's the Stay Frosty moment from
Oh,
Andrew,
that's my
which
favorite
was
line.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you've got the Pepto-Bismol of Harvey Bullock whilst he's sort of going between the Pepto-Bismol and the whiskey in the little hip flask there. That's a great scene. Really good.
Yeah.
He does go back and forth.
Yeah. A lot of magic in that scene, I think, because it was the first time. So, yeah. Go ahead, Andy.
I kind of I liked bringing Gordon into when we had him under arrest. I thought it was a great scene, bringing him in and getting messages and tweets from people asking me how I could do such a thing, because people really buy it, and then having Penguin step up and say, "Hey, how you guys doing? I'm alive," and egg on our face. It was a good scene. Good scene.
Yeah, and it was almost all of the cast, so that was great too.
Yeah, that was a really powerful scene, and
yeah, it was huge.
The spirit of the
huge.
season, maybe eggnog on the face.
Definitely nice.
As far as what's coming up in the future, is more bad guys and a lot of allegiances and relationships that I don't think you guys could guess, even if I told you all the dynamics. You're just not going to believe me. So there's some sharp twists and turns coming, ones that you're not going to expect.
Excellent. Well, speaking of the writing, there's been a bunch of writers and directors that have worked on the show so far. Who's been your favorite director to work with? And what's your favorite piece of dialogue each of you? One quick aside on it, was the Monty line scripted or ad-libbed?
That was scripted, and I loved it. Like, I think we immediately tweeted each other about it. Like, oh my God, Monty, I love it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. As far as the directors, we've had so many great ones. I mean, they all bring their sort of own style and dynamic, so it's exciting to see what they bring to it, and we haven't worked with all of them, so I hope that we get the chance to. I mean, I can't really pick a favorite, but like they all, like Danny Cannon, who's also he directed the first 2 episodes and is also executive producer. What's great about him is that he helped create this world that you're seeing on the television, and so he knows the characters really well. So there's a certain amount of safety that you have as an actor working with with him. But then there's also at the same time there's TJ Scott, who's such an actor's director. He's so much fun. He brings music on the set, and it's just a really fun environment. And Rob Bailey, who actually directed the Penguin's Umbrella, who he's like wants everyone to be a part of it, and like sort of like stands around, is like, and this is what we're gonna do, and everyone's in a circle, and he explains everything. And Karen Gaviola, who I don't really get to work with many female directors, so she did the Harvey Dent, was great to work with her. And also, I had a very the love scene, which when you do those, you can be kind of I don't know, vulnerable, and so
Hot,
it was nice.
Hot is the word you're looking for. Hot is the word you're looking for.
That too, because of the lighting, but yeah, she definitely made us feel comfortable. And so, yeah, I can go on about everyone, but go ahead. I'm sorry, Andrew.
You know that was my minute as well, right?
Oh, sorry.
No, please. It's fine.
That next one. Sorry.
She absolutely covered it. Absolutely covered it. Well done.
And do you have a favorite line of dialogue then?
That's Stay Frosty and.
Stay Frosty. Stay Frosty is definitely my favorite line. I loved it when I saw it. I also liked staring at Ben McKenzie's genitals and asking him if he'd like some pants. Whatever the line was, some clothes would be good though. That was fun. It was a fun moment.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of the that ending of episode 9, the love scene with Renee and with Barbara, how important is that relationship as a part of Gotham? And I suppose really just the significance of keeping that sexual preference of Renee Montoya, which we kind of saw when we looked at Gotham Central. But any kind of LGBT kind of preference of the characters from the comics, sort of as you go from, the comic books through to the screen, whether it's a movie or whether it's a TV show like Gotham. I mean, how important do you reckon that is? Because I think there's a lot of people, you have Ellen DeGeneres kind of saying Gotham a lot. Like, it's important, I think.
Ellen said that?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, awesome. That's so cool. That's great. Well, I think the importance of it is that, like you said, Renee is, she's an iconic character, and she's gay. You know what I mean? So I think that's who she is, and I'm very glad and grateful that they included that part of her onto the series, because I really can't imagine if they hadn't, what that message would be to the LGBT community. I mean, it's a sad and negative one to say that, oh, this is Renee Montoya, but she's not gay. That's an important part of her, although that's not everything about her. She's other things, but I'm really, it's important that they did include it. And as far, what was the first part of the question about the relationship? I could only speak for Renee, but I believe that she loves Barbara. And I'm sorry, Andrew, I keep talking over your minutes, but sorry. So she.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I supposed to be? I'm sorry. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm doing it well, though. All right.
But if
what
you
I'm
have a
supposed to do?
comment on Barbara and Renee, I mean, there it is.
Yes, you guys.
Sorry.
You enjoyed that scene, though, Andrew. Yeah?
Go for it. Didn't everyone?
Anyway,
didn't enjoy it.
Anyway, I think that the Barbara Renee definitely sort of injects a nice dose of estrogen into the whole mix. So that's just
that
me.
It does.
Well, we'll throw this one over to Andrew then.
Yes, please.
So the MCU were given the role of investigating the Wayne murders by Jim Gordon, and we're introduced to Bruce Wayne and Penguin's Umbrella. And it's a big moment in the arcs of Crispus Allen and Renee Montoya. How will these two detectives proceed with the investigation?
As far as how the investigation goes, we can't speak as to that. But what has been set up is a clear alliance with Gordon, so that he's not quite flying solo, because the story is about the city of Gotham, and it's a deep and dark place and very hard for one man to handle. But then you will see that there are other things. It's not just what you saw in that episode that's going to dominate any one particular storyline for any one particular, for any 2 episodes, let's say. there are going to be other storylines that are going to be intertwined into that. But it's been set up what the new relationship is, and then, as with any good story, lull you to sleep a little bit, and then turn you around a dark corner, and before you know what's going on, you've no idea where you are.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Sounds interesting. Well, this is to both of you, because we absolutely loved the scene where you guys came charging to the rescue of Jim Gordon from Victor Zsasz. Like, that was such like a Western style moment where in came the sheriffs and they kind of pulled up and rescued. Like, how epic really was that scene to film? And like, did you realize, like, for us it felt like a real important sort of defining scene for you guys, because it brought you really to that central moment with Jim in peril and rescuing him. How important was that for your characters?
It was very, very important for both of us. Like, we were both excited on the day when we finally got to the set to shoot it, and then working through the machinations of actually getting it on film. And it's always fun, but we're Victoria and I were off on the side, getting introduced to our guns and taking practice shots and figuring all these things out. And so you get an opportunity to really get into it, but then sitting in the car and reversing at 900 miles an hour and coming screeching in, and it's not it's not acting. You're having a good go at it and you're having a lot of fun. But it was a wonderful moment that I think I can speak for Victoria as well, that we were very, very excited to get on Team Gordon and to be to rescue him, to really help him out, and for our characters to take another leap as far as the storyline of the entire show.
Yeah.
Excellent. So I wanted to talk quickly. Obviously, we're huge fans of you guys, particularly on the show. What's it been like over the last 10 episodes? It's been a huge amount of outpouring of love for your two characters, and how are you enjoying the fan attention 10 episodes into the show?
Victoria, go on.
Okay. No, it's first of all, thank you. You guys were actually the first people to give us a lot of attention. I remember back in June, you're like asking for an interview because you were such fans of Renee and Crispus. It's really just it's exciting. I love tweeting and talking to the fans. They're just amazing, beautiful people who, I mean, just the fact that they sort of say, you're doing a good job and they appreciate what we're doing is it's humbling, and I just appreciate that they allow us to be a part of their fandom, because we are. I mean, Andrew's a huge fan of Crispus Allen. He loves them. You know what I mean? I love Renee. She's like a part of my life. They're such amazing characters, and I just really look forward to just introducing them to a new audience who may have not known them. Like, how great they are, but not a lot of people do. So it's an honor, and special.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's an incredible amount of fun, and it's wonderful to meet people on the street and to actually see how excited people are. If they recognize you and they don't actually want to talk to me, they want to talk to Crispus Allen, which is
true.
Fascinating to me. Absolutely fascinating to me.
It's so true.
And a wonderful compliment.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm absolutely thrilled that people take it on board and embrace it the way they have, and it's very, very exciting. And as Victoria said, I'm absolutely humbled and thrilled to continue.
And does your accent confuse them, Andrew?
I'm not entirely sure. I can't tell if the wide eye is for that or for the fact that I'm talking or I'm in front of them, or they're right when they tap me on the shoulder and say excuse me or whatever it is. But yeah, I definitely do have my own accent as soon as I'm off set. So I should ask somebody next time. If I can remember, I'll find out for you.
Like, as you're saying, from the comics, the comics, but also now the show, you guys, Crispus Allen, Detective Allen, and Detective Rennie Montoya are this tight detective partnership. But given that love triangle with Renee, Barbara, and Gordon. Do you think, for example, Crispus will continue to defend his partner in light of all that potential tension that might surface at some point? Is there anything we can sort of guess from that? And in what way may Harvey Dent possibly play another complicating role? Because we certainly know from the comics that Harvey Dent has feelings towards Renee Montoya. Does that play out at all in the show, or will it, or can't you answer that?
As far as go ahead.
No, I was going to say I think that no matter what, that Crispus would have Renee's back.
Absolutely, honey. I'm glad that you know that.
And then she'll deal with him. He'll deal with her on the side if he has, but not in front of anyone else. He would protect her. And I think the same way goes for Renee. For Crispus, she would stand up for him. I can't really comment on what's going to happen, but
we'll keep
so
trying.
far I think,
We'll keep trying.
Right. But Harvey Dent, definitely, is an ally right now for Gordon, who needs all the allies that he can get at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You'll keep
Harvey
trying,
Dent's a wonderful addition, and Nicholas D'Agosto's doing a great job. It's there's absolutely nothing that could ever come between myself and Renee Montoya. Absolutely nothing. There's nothing. That's my partner.
Not even us butting in and being like, "Hey, it's our turn."
Our turn.
No,
just to say thanks, guys, for answering those questions. It's really cool of you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Enjoy the rest of your wine. Get some rest and plug in the lava lamp.
Well, we'll be coming back with strange accents in a moment as we do the game after Legends of Gotham.
Stranger
accents.
accents.
They're not.
Stranger accents, yeah.
Okay, but we'll go ahead and I guess start our interview portion off. Thank you, guys. Amory, I think you had the first question, right?
Okay, my questions are usually a little less serious because that's how I am. Okay, obviously we completely geek out over Gotham at all times. What do you guys geek out about?
Andrew?
Victoria? What do I geek out at?
Yeah.
Honestly, if anybody ever wants to really engage me in a conversation, it takes absolutely no time for me to swing it around about my kids. That's what I geek out on.
Great dad.
I get giddy as a school child when I'm allowed to talk about my children. That's what I geek out on. My 4 kids.
Well, mine's is not that deep, so I should have gone first. But I don't know. Other than geeking out about like my Philadelphia Phillies, which I won't talk about right now. I just love, and Andrew knows this, I love a good discount.
How'd they do in the last game?
They didn't do well. They didn't do well at all. But let's not talk about that. I said I didn't want to talk about that.
Sorry. So you don't want to tell me the score?
About their losing? Yeah, no. You
don't want to tell me the score?
It's about me now, Andrew. It's about Victoria.
Oh, okay.
All right.
You just don't remember the score?
No, I don't remember, but they probably lost. Anyway, okay. I like a good coupon.
So they had less points than the other team? A coupon?
Victoria,
a coupon. I like discounts. Like I like going to the supermarket and going to that
for like
section.
Tomatoes at Stop and Shop and something?
No.
10 cents off tomatoes?
No, I like 50% off. You have to give me 50 or nothing. Like the other day I got like this toothpaste. It was disgusting, but it was like $1. So I had
because
to
you got $1 off, you were happy?
No, because it was $1.
So now you brush your teeth with disgusing toothpaste?
And I'm going to punish
myself. You're brushing your teeth with disgusting toothpaste just because it was cheap.
$1. Because it was a discount.
Well, you got to go for the discount.
Hold on a second. Let me get this right. The next time I see you, you're going to have stinky, nasty breath, but you're going to be happy
say it was stinky
because
or
you got it for 50%.
Andrew, is my breath ever stinky or nasty?
There can't be good toothpaste for $1.
Wait,
come on.
Hold on. Just call me in a minute. We'll just finish this conversation later. Next time, ask me first. Not
I would
Andrew.
like to say that the Legends of Gotham podcast does not endorse the idea that quality equals price.
Absolutely not. I'm all about a discount.
Just for the record. Okay.
I'm all about a discount too. It's okay.
There you go. It's a woman thing. Thank you.
It really is. More bang for your buck.
Okay, this one's a quick one. Both of you. If you could use one word to describe your character's role in the next set of episodes of Gotham coming up, what word would that be? I guess we'll go with Victoria first, since Andrew's deep and philosophical and everything.
Well, I can be deep and philosophical.
No, you
No,
can't.
but
It's
I
not
think
allowed.
that complicated.
Complicated.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay,
Right in line with the Batman mythos of Renee Montoya.
Really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I would speculate, but then I would probably be putting you in a very awkward position. So, Andrew,
Probably.
one word to describe Crispus coming up.
Dark.
Dark. Interesting.
Not. I'll let you decide what I mean.
I'm going to guess that Crispus develops a fear of light bulbs and lives in a world of darkness from then on. And that's where Batman gets the idea to hide in the shadows.
You are a smart man.
I try. Okay, you want to...
Okay. So, see, this one I feel like we already know is going to be a little truth to that because we hear that there may be a little bit of pranking on set going on.
I couldn't imagine.
Yes,
I can't imagine anyone pranking anyone.
Victoria's famous for this. She is such a prankster.
I'm the one who falls for it. It's not really pranks. It's that he knows that I get nervous sometimes, and he'll come up to me and be like, "Oh my God, did you see that the script was changed?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, where?" And then it wasn't changed. So I mean, I fall for it every single time. And he does this really.
I'll show you guys. Matt, can you see?
Oh God, here he comes.
Can you see this? What I'm holding? So imagine that this is a wall or a door or whatever on the set, and then.
Wait, can I just preface this with he's about to do an impression of me that's grossly exaggerated, everyone.
No, it's not grossly exaggerated. This is exactly it.
Grossly exaggerated, but here we go.
I'll actually be standing next to her 2 feet away, but she'll forget. And she's got lines that she's running through her head. And this is a wall. This yellow thing you see here is a wall, a solid wall. And I'll be next to her, and she'll suddenly turn around. She'll forget that I'm there. And this is what she'll do right now.
I hate you.
And then all of a sudden she'll remember I'm standing there staring at her like this. And she'll suddenly stop and she'll like, what? So when she has a bunch of lines and she gets nervous, that's what she does. And she just takes it out on anything that's not human. It's hilarious.
Victoria, have you ever gotten him back for any of this nonsense?
What was that?
I said, have you ever gotten him back at all?
No, I'm waiting for the right moment, I guess.
Biding your time?
But I guess I'm biding my time. If anyone has any suggestions, just tweet me.
Yes.
Or DM me better so that he doesn't know.
I was about to say, because tweet, I'll see it, right?
DM me, please. A good prank for Crispus. There you go.
You can also forward those to legendsofgotham@gmail.com.
Yes.
We'll get those to Victoria.
Oh, absolutely.
So.
Okay. Thank you. It's going to be epic.
There we go. I look forward to it. You do realize as soon as I announce that you got me that the DM on my side is going to be huge, right? They'll be coming out of the woodwork.
The questionnaires.
So are you guys currently still shooting, or are we close to wrapping up for the season?
Close to wrapping up.
Close to wrapping up.
Yeah.
No, they're 16, 17.
Well, I mean, before Christmas.
Oh, before Christmas, yes.
Yeah,
yes,
we're not
yes.
close to wrapping up at all, but before Christmas, like a break, yeah.
Yeah, before Christmas. Yes. What Renee? What she said?
My name is Victoria.
You're Renee Montoya and Victoria Cartagena. I can't discern. I can't decipher. I cannot separate.
Am I that good?
Yes, you're brilliant. I just can't do it.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, now there was it's up here on our wall here, but a couple months back, I believe Andrew tweeted it out and then Victoria retweeted it from set. You in the famous question fedora that comic fans might remember. Whose idea was that? Tell us a little bit about that.
We were
so we were in Brooklyn. This was when we were the Harvey Dent episode, and we had a little spare time as the camera was resetting and doing its thing. And one of the young ladies from the wardrobe department had a fedora on, and I snagged it, stuck it on our girl here, and instantly was like, "Oh my goodness, we have got." I took a bunch,
and I was like, "No, don't tweet it."
And then I let Victoria decide which one.
Yeah, I did.
She gets crazy. It was like she had to give me approval and sign off and crop it here, crop it there. It's got no, I don't want to see this, I want to see that. And then send it out, and all of a sudden the phones went bananas.
Yeah, so it was exciting.
Are you saying there are potential Fedora pics that we haven't seen yet that could leak eventually?
No, they're all deleted.
Oh, no.
But that was the best one, so that's all that matters.
That was definitely the best one. But further down the line, we might do some more.
Oh,
maybe. We got to get some of View.
We do need some fun pictures.
So Spectra-inspired pics.
Yeah. You guys probably have like green cloaks hanging around on set all the time, right? I'm sure you have like PAs walking around with
completely
green cloaks
normal.
on. Okay, you had a Victoria question?
Oh, you were okay.
Oh, unless there was another for both of them.
There was another for both of them.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Do your families watch the shows or the show, and what do they think about your characters?
Andrew?
Oh, yes, I've got family back in England, and they watch the show, and they're absolutely crazy about it. And I'll get emails, messages, tweets, and it's fantastic. And then folks here, and I have people who will actually send me messages. Like I got one, "Why are you arresting Gordon, you idiot?"
Yeah.
And I had to text my friend back and say, "I'm in my house live tweeting fans right now. I am not at the Gotham Police Department arresting Gordon. You do know that, right?" Which was hilarious. But yes, friends and family absolutely love it, and it's wonderful for my kids, and it really is about them, just to share it with them and watch how excited they get, and when their friends jump up and down and say, "Is that your daddy?" He's like, "Yeah." And one of my boys, so nonchalant, he's like, "Yes, I know, he's in Gotham. It's okay."
How old are your kids?
He's just brilliant. I've got my eldest is 27, Shanice. She lives in England. Then I have an 8-year-old and 5-year-old boys, Joshua and Brandon, and then my youngest girl, Evangeline, who's 2.5.
And they're all so beautiful.
It's true.
Gorgeous.
It's true. It's true.
He's like one of those dads, like I love it, because I've never met like a dad who's like, "Hey, you want to see pictures of my kids?" Usually it's the mom, but yeah, he loves those kids.
Yeah, I do.
Victoria, does your family watch?
No, they hate it. No,
They're like, "I do not support your
they love
decisions."
it. Yeah. No, they watch like the Monday episode, and they'll watch the Friday episode, and they'll watch it on demand. I think they're actually, some of them are watching right now. So no, they're really, really excited and happy for me, because they know how much fun I'm having, and it's just the time of my life. So they're happy for me. So yeah.
I have to give a shout out to my wife. Hi, honey. Whenever you get to see this, whenever you get to hear it, love you.
We'll wave to your wife too.
Hi, wife.
Hello.
There you go. Hi, wife. Hello, wife. Wife.
Yes, wife. Watch your husband, wife. I don't know. I don't even know. Victoria. Okay, let's talk a little bit about your character, Renee Montoya here. Now, in the first chunk of episodes, her main concern was catching Gordon, or getting Gordon squared away with the whole painting situation. Now, do you think that whole crusade was motivated more by a sense of justice, like her wanting to do the right thing, a desire to win Barbara back, or both? And what do you think that says about the character?
I got it. You were coming in and out there, but I think that that she was motivated by both the sense of justice and wanting to get Barbara back. But at the same time, I think I like to believe that when Barbara and Gordon came back to Gotham, that they that she knew about this, and she sort of respected that union. And yes, she did want to get her back, but she respected that. But once she saw that Jim wasn't the Boy Scout that everyone thought he was, she wanted to protect her. And so when the opportunity, I guess, came up, she sort of went at it. But the thing is, I know a lot of people are like, "Oh yeah, but she slept with Barbara while she's on Gordon's side in the Harvey Dent episode." But I really believe that. Hello, shut up. No, I really believe that when she's like at work, that she didn't know about it until maybe at the end of the episode. She's at home and she gets a call like, "Hey, Renee, shut up." All right, I'll wait till you're finished.
No,
I'm going to defend Renee to the end until you're done. No, I really believe that.
Sorry.
Are you finished? No, she didn't. She really she was, Barbara may have called her and said, hey, I'm in a bad place, and could you come over? And of course she's going to jump to go see how she's doing, and maybe it was, she went to the hotel and one thing led to the other, but she's human. She may have been a little backed up. I don't know. But yeah, it's not like she was like, she had this all planned out and she's sitting in the office and like, hey, Jim Gordon, I got your girl, sort of thing. It's just something that happened.
Yeah, I know when I went back through and watched through Harvey Dent again, I was looking for that in that scene there, and I didn't see any. So I believe your interpretation of the character is the correct one for some reason. I don't know why. By the way, when you took your earphone out, you took the one out that has your microphone on it?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's not.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? No.
Yeah, we could hear
Better?
you. It was just a little muffled. Yeah.
Okay.
Why don't you go ahead and ask Andrew a question, just because we're wrapping up on time here.
Okay. One of our big complaints this season, or this first half season, was the lack of backstory for Crispus. Is there any hope of getting some of that from, other than just the job, any of his life?
That I can't tell you. All I can tell you is that he's still around, and what you'll see of him and to what degree. That's why we hope you tune in at 8 o'clock.
And we
January 5th.
Always.
There you go.
January 5th, 4 days after my birthday. Oh, I think.
Good birthday.
Sheet. Oh, that's why I threw away the question sheet, because time's up. Gotham TV podcast, guys. You want to come back?
Come on back.
And thank you both.
Thank you guys
for the great questions.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Answers. Okay. So
here they come, soused.
Yes, all hopped up on coffee and liquor. Can you guys? You guys are still muted, I think. Yeah, you're still muted. The microphone's muted.
Got it.
There you go.
There we go.
Can you hear us now?
That's
we
better.
can't hear you.
So
now.
were we just doing this?
Hey.
We were saying hi to Mrs. Stewart-Jones there.
Oh.
And we were trying to say the old ones are always the best, Victoria.
Good
Itching
man.
powder down the pants.
What was that? I'm sorry.
Itching powder down the trousers.
Oh,
Always
I like
ones.
that.
Yeah. Sorry, Andrew.
Itchy powder. Oh no, I don't fall for that one.
Remember, you have to DM me so he doesn't know.
Oh, damn it, John. Okay.
Can't wait.
Okay, well, I guess we should go ahead and get into our game here. Now it's time for How MCU Are You? How MCU Are You? Victoria and Andrew, welcome to How MCU Are You? It's really hard to say, but it's kind of fun.
Thank you.
MCU Are You?
How MCU are you?
You'll be playing against each other, but don't worry, it's all in good fun. We're going to give you each a classic Batman villain and a scenario, then you'll tell us how your characters would respond. John and Derek will be our judges. Okay. If they think your answer is MCU enough, they'll go like this.
If they think our answers are what enough?
Good. Good enough.
Yeah, if it's good enough, they'll go like this, and then John and Derek do their thing. Approval sound.
So it'd be... We had recordings for this, but technical issues. So we're going to put on really bad accents.
Excellent.
And show you how not to do accents. So for that, it will be a thumbs up, and it will be good point, well made, mate. That's
excellent.
Good point, well made, mate. Good point, well made, mate.
And
Lovely jab.
And if your answer's not
and
quite
for
MCU
a wrong
enough,
question,
yeah.
Sorry, Bill.
For a wrong question, I get the pleasure of going wrong question, gorgeous.
Fish Mooney. He went all Fish Mooney. Fish Mooney.
There you go. You have to do the finger, though.
There you go.
There you go.
Excellent. Okay, and then most points at the end wins. I'll keep track. Any questions from anybody?
I so lost.
You'll
be fine.
Oh, God.
It's gonna be tailored towards you.
Just have fun with it. Okay,
I have some comics already ready that I can sign and send to you guys. Remember that.
Good point, well made.
I'll note 4 points for bribe here. Okay.
Can we do the first one?
Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll start with Victoria/Montoya.
All right. And I'm saying the name of the...
Yeah, this is the first villain.
The first villain is Professor Anderson. Anderson was a gifted engineer and scientist who constructed a device that actually transported people into works of fiction. When he demonstrated the device to Batman and Robin, he did so by sending them inside a volume of anthology of fairy tales.
Okay, so Professor Anderson sends people into books, TV shows, etc. Now, Victoria, I tailored this for you based on some of your answers from last time we had you on. And
Okay.
Professor Anderson has transported Renee and Crispus into the world of Game of Thrones. Crispus has been captured by Tyrion Lannister. What does Renee say to convince Tyrion he should let them go?
Hey, Tyrion. How you doing? I think you're really cute, and I think your sister's, I don't know, hot, and your other brother's not. And can you let Crispus go because he's my partner? And I have some comics there I can sign and send you.
Okay, John and Derek, was that MCU or not MCU?
I got nothing, guys. I got nothing.
Good point. Well made, mate.
That was
Thank
good.
you. Yay!
That was good.
Okay, let's see here.
And
Okay,
I think
Andrew,
your sister's kind of hot.
just kind of though.
Just a little bit.
That was good.
Okay, Andrew, you're up next.
Okay, Barney Barrows. When Barney Barrows failed the psychological profile test required to become a Gotham City police officer, the dejected man took a job as a janitor at the police headquarters. His hatred of criminals kept him close to law enforcement, but after a freak accident in the police lab bathed Barrows in an experimental radiation, he found he had enhanced mental capability. He literally became a genius overnight. Barrows quickly deduced the secret identities of Batman and Robin and used that information to blackmail the dynamic duo.
Yeah, that should be good.
Okay.
Okay, and so the situation is, okay, there's this janitor, he working at GCPD, he gets exposed to this weird chemical, becomes an instant genius, and then Crispus comes across Barney the janitor as he's building a bomb to blow Gotham PD sky high. Every cop is a target, and Crispus is right here, so now Barney is pointing a gun at you, Crispus. How will Crispus stop this crazy custodian?
Okay. Barney, when it comes to blackmail, I am the guy to talk to. I am the blackmail. I need you to put your gun down. I'm going to go get you a plunger and some Drano. I want you to go back to what you were doing before. And on your lunch break, I'm going to let you come into the bullpen, sit at a desk, show me just how smart you are because I'm stuck on crossword 9 down. I have no idea what it is.
Excellent. Okay, John and Derek, MCU enough
Good
or not
point.
MCU enough? Point?
Good point. Well made, mate.
Excellent.
Mine didn't even make sense.
Gav.
See,
Well, Victoria, you're going to like this next one then.
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, gosh.
Next one up
Go
for
ahead.
Victoria.
Okay, the character's name is Brule, I guess.
Mhm. Yeah, Brule.
Brule was not only a successful cattle rancher, but also a secret leader of a gang of black market rustlers.
Yes, and the situation for Montoya is Renee and Crispus pull over a truck outside the Gotham City limits. Brule's driving a load of cows, but while Renee is checking them out, she finds a hay bale hiding stacks of cash. So she finds cash in the back of this truck with a bunch of cows in it. How does she let Crispus know things are going down and that things are going to get crazy without rousing the smuggler's suspicion?
She just looks at him like she usually does, like.
Okay, John and Derek, is that MCU enough or not
That is
MCU
very
enough?
MCU.
That is
Yeah.
very MCU.
I'll
I
do this
agree.
I'll do this in a Fish Mooney voice because you know. Oh, good point. Well made, madam.
That's Fish Mooney, who lives in Buckingham Palace, of course. That one.
The royal Fish Mooney.
Queen Mooney. Queen Mooney.
Okay, next up, Crispus.
All right, Wiley Derrick was a criminal who was also an expert makeup artist. He obtained a job at an insane asylum and preyed on the delusions of inmates who believed themselves to be the incarnation of historic personages. Disguised as Lafayette, he wanted to build an army of the mad and commit a series of crimes.
So basically a crazy makeup artist. He makes up crazy people as historical figures and wants to take over the world. Okay, so Crispus. As Crispus is returning home from his stakeout at Fish Mooney's club, he encounters General Lafayette, a.k.a. Wiley Derrick, recruiting soldiers for his mad army outside a soup kitchen. How does Crispus intervene before this villain gains steam? What would you do in that situation?
I guess, first of all, I'd probably have to take off my jacket, drag it along the ground a little bit, and then put it back on and get online for the soup kitchen so that I can get up close and personal in front of him. And then as he's serving me the slops or whatever it is that I'm about to get, and let him give me the spiel, let him try and recruit me. And then I'll look at him and I'll simply say, "Excuse me, but I believe you've used the wrong foundation." And I'll just watch him crumble in front of me, devastated. I'll roll him over on the ground, cuff him, look at him again and say, "I was only kidding, but I just knew I'd get you." Yeah.
That very smart, very strategic. John and Derek, what do you think?
I'm not sure. Does that sound very MCU to you, John?
I think it does. But go on.
I'm dying to hear.
Burly King. Good point, mate.
I'm dying to hear what he has to say over there with his.
Go on. Yeah, I know exactly.
He gave you the thumbs up. Yeah. He gave you the thumbs up. It was heady there for a minute. I wasn't sure it was going to happen. Okay.
All right.
Next up is Victoria.
All right, the Dodo Man. The villain.
The Dodo?
The Dodo
yeah.
Man.
The villain, known only as the Dodo Man, was described as a psychotic who had an unnatural urge to obtain anything related to the extinct dodo bird. This led him to commit criminal acts, including brazen robbery of Gotham City's Museum of Natural History.
Okay, now the Dodo Man breaks into Wayne Manor to steal their prized dodo egg. Go with it. Young
Dodo
Bruce,
egg?
Yes,
dodo egg.
They have a prized dodo egg there for some reason.
Dodo egg. Got you.
And young Bruce can't get a hold of Gordon, so he calls Montoya for help. What's the first
Who called me? Alfred. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Bruce
You're
does.
coming in.
Young Bruce does.
Young Bruce.
Okay.
Young Bruce.
What's
Young
the
Bruce.
first thing Montoya does when she gets on the scene?
She makes scrambled eggs. No, I don't
Montoya is the Dodo
know.
Man.
What does Montoya do when she walks into the dodo bird? She investigates and she takes some prints and she calls Crispus to handle it because he has better answers. I know, that's a big...
I don't know. I guess we'll have to throw to John and Derek to see on that one.
Go on, put on your best female accent.
What was that?
Wrong question, gorgeous.
Oh. No. Okay, well, right now, Crispus and Montoya are both tied at 2.
Tied
so
at 2. Okay.
I guess we'll move on.
Moving right along. Okay, Andrew, the Flower Gang.
This is for Crispus.
3 men with a high degree of horticultural knowledge combine their resources to commit crimes as the Flower Gang. The men robbed from around Gotham City using various plant-specific properties to gain entry or unlock saves. One such heist was a robbery of Morrow Art Gallery.
At the Morrow
Art Gallery.
Okay, so basically the Flower Gang, they use flowers to commit their crimes.
Shocking.
Okay, now Crispus.
Shocking.
The Flower Gang strikes. Gotham City is covered in pollen. Seriously, inches of the stuff. It's like snow. You can't even drive in it. You hear the Flower Gang is running southeast at 3 miles per hour towards 4th and Grundy. Crispus is at 7th and Grundy and can run 3.4 miles per hour since he's traveling solo. At this rate, where will Crispus meet up with the Flower Gang, and who's kicking whose ass when he does?
At this rate, what was that? You went in and at this rate?
At this rate, where will Crispin meet up with the Flower Gang along Grundy, and whose ass will get kicked when that happens?
Okay. I will probably meet up with them on the Pollen Knoll, and when we get there, I do know for a fact from profile that one of these Flower Gang is a little bit of a weed, so I'm not going to worry too much about him. I'll probably take the first guy first. And probably kick him right in the petals, take him down, and I'm pretty sure the other guy will just scurry away. That's pretty much how it goes, and if it's in 3 inches of pollen and it's covered in the city, he's not going to get too far. I'm sure Nigma will enjoy just watching him do his thing, and he'll let me know exactly where he is.
Excellent. And I do appreciate the strategy of taking the first guy down first. Let's see
guy.
if it pays off for you. John and Derek.
Well, Petal, good point. Well made.
Getting into this.
The voice is changing. The voice is changing.
It's deeper.
My voice is broken.
It's going to be Mr. T by the time we're done here.
See, I think this needs to be the podcast.
This does need to be the podcast.
Okay, let's see. Right now it's 3 for Andrew, 2 for Victoria.
Oh, he
Victoria.
won. I'm gonna gloat.
Okay.
Later.
You know what we can do? We're gonna do an emergency tiebreaker. This one is worth 5 billion points. Okay, and we're gonna give each of you an opportunity to answer. And this is for it's actually a Batman the Animated Series character called the Condiment King. Emery.
Okay, the Condiment King, created by Bruce Timm and Paul Dini for Batman the Animated Series, is a DC Comics
Condiment,
villain.
right?
Condiment.
Condiment.
Yes.
Not Condom King.
Condiment.
That's
Okay,
that's
because
actually a store in South Philly.
just making sure.
Okay, he uses various condiments, sometimes capable of causing anaphylactic shock, as his weapons.
So basically,
he's squirting you with mustard.
Yeah, pudgy middle-aged man with a condiment gun. Okay, so the
still sounds like the other word to me.
Okay, the Condiment King walks in while Montoya and Alan are enjoying lunch at a fast food joint. The King is waving around his condiment gun, threatening to spray hot salsa everywhere if they don't give him his old job back.
I'm sorry. Are you? Sorry. Go ahead. My bad. Sorry.
Just play the circumstances. Let's see. We'll start with this is for both of you. We'll start with Crispus. Crispus, talk him down. Talk down the Condiment King with the salsa gun.
That's exactly what I would be doing if. Oh, there's a man in here waving his salsa around. No, sorry, spraying his salsa around by waving his condiment gun. Is that correct? Tell me I got that correct.
Yep.
Some man comes into the fast food restaurant, takes out his condiment gun, and starts spraying his salsa around. Is that what you asked me?
Those are the exact circumstances.
You've called the wrong department, my friend. But that said, I would probably wait until he's run out of salsa, then go over to him and ask him to kindly, because we're in a restaurant, conceal his weapon. I can't believe we're doing this. Conceal his weapon. And then ask Renee to come over and cuff him and stuff him.
Oh no, Renee would be like, I don't want anything to do with that hot gun of yours, that hot claw. So I'm gonna enjoy my sandwich. You take care of this, Crispus. That's not.
Oh, I cannot believe the pictures I've got in my head.
I can believe it.
I think that game was a success.
I think that game was awesome.
I think you've both proved that you're both MCU, basically. So a round of applause for our contestants and our judges and our host.
Well done, judges. Well done, judges. Very, very good.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, let's see here. Now, I know we did have some people asking questions over in the Q&A. I think I've never done this before, but we'll see if we can find a couple here to take us out on. Let's see. Oh, yeah, this is probably a good one. It's do the writers and actors of Gotham pay attention to the feedback, both positive and negative, out from out there in the interwebs and nether spheres and whatnot? And do they pay attention to it, and does it affect how you perform your job or anything like that?
I'm not sure if the writers do, but I don't read anything negative. I just read the positive things. Like I have people vetting my stuff. If it's something negative, I'm like, yeah, don't send me that. Just send me all the good stuff about me. I don't have time for that. So as long as the fans are happy, I'm happy.
Excellent. Let's see here.
I can't speak for the writers. But with the live tweets and all the rest of it, I'll try and respond to as much as I can. But to be honest with you, people tend to be very, very generous, very, very generous, and it's truly appreciated, and long may it continue.
Let's see here. I was trying to find one. Oh, yeah, here it is. I guess one of the writers, actually, John Stevens, mentioned that it was going to be more serialized than procedural next half season, more crime saga than Case of the Week. Does that sound about right to you? And personally, when you're watching a show, really, what tack do you prefer? Do you prefer kind of a freak of the week, sort of enemy of the week, or do you kind of like something that has more of a storyline stretching out over the episodes, just personally in your own television watching?
I do like the ongoing sagas, but I think you need a clever blend of both intertwined as you go along. But there are so many characters involved in the show and so many possible storylines that you can't address them every week. And so for there to be suddenly something that everybody can latch onto and get excited about is going to be very, very thrilling for everyone. And the way that it's written, which is fantastic by our team and the cast that we have, you'll hook into something and you'll run with that until it runs some kind of a conclusion, and then you'll get a freak of the week maybe, which will then give us an opportunity to slide to something else and a different ongoing saga. But I'm thrilled with what Bruno, who created the show, Bruno Heller and Danny Cannon have put together, and then the team of writers, I think, are absolutely incredible. So yeah, right now it's I think they've got a winning formula, and whatever they put their hand to, I think will be a success.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Let's see here. John and Derek, did you have any questions left from your list? We have probably about 4 or 5 minutes here before we wrap up.
We've got a few.
Well, I suppose
Go
one
ahead.
question
we'll trade turns.
for Victoria. That's all right. One question for you, Victoria. We know you have a movie coming out next month in cinema, I believe, called Still Alice.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about it? Let us know what's coming up.
Well, I can tell you that it's an amazing film with Julianne Moore. She's getting a lot of buzz, Oscar-wise, about a woman who is struggling with onset early Alzheimer's disease. Though I did film a scene, I don't think I'm in it because someone saw it and they were like, I didn't see you in it, so... But I still got to work with Julianne Moore, which was an incredible experience. She's so amazing and just so sweet. We actually did the scene. It was just me, her, another actor, and like 10 background actors. And what I remember was that when she spoke to all of us when she spoke to all of us. It wasn't just like to one actor or anything. She made sure to make us feel all comfortable and welcomed us all. And after I finished, she walked over and was like, "Thank you." I'm like, "For what? You're Julianne Moore." But no, she's just so unassuming and sweet. So it was a great experience. Though you'll never get to see it, but
there are Blu-rays. So
yeah, deleted scenes and whatnot.
If they are Blu-rays, there could be a big deleted.
That's right, a deleted scene.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, well let's see
We've
here.
got there's another one as well. We've got Andrew. There's the questionnaires that we're kind of aware of as a fan group for Montoya Victoria. Is there any for Crispus Allen? And if not, what do you think of the name the Peacocks for Crispus Allen? Apparently, this is what Harvey Dent called Crispus Allen because of his impeccable dress sense.
Well, there is this, and he does strut. I will say that. So yeah, I'm down with that. Absolutely, why not? There's, I think his background and his story and his personal life and all the rest of it hasn't really been. It's not even really that well documented in Gotham Central until he's a Spectre and then it goes off on another tangent. But I do think there's a lot there to be discovered. I don't know if it's integral to what we're doing in Gotham, but I think the relationship that he has with Renee Montoya is key, and how that affects what goes on with the small faction of GCPD, and then further down the road, as more villains and as Gotham's cracks deepen, and you need more people to handle it, who clearly won't succeed because we all know who's coming down the road in a whole bunch of years. But I think all of that is still to come, and I still think it's ahead.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, excellent.
Okay.
I think it's a great name because I don't know, a lot of people don't know that Andrew used to be a stylist, so he's dresses impeccably as well. So
There you go. It's perfect.
Well, he was, before we started recording, he was offering to give me some hair tips and stuff. So,
yeah, I believe it.
Okay,
Well,
let's see
well,
here.
look, I mean, look at my bangs. Come on.
Beautiful.
Okay, I figure we're about to wrap up here, but before we do, Victoria and Andrew, I thought, you guys have been doing a lot of interviews in support of Gotham and everything. Do you have any questions you want to ask us, the interviewers?
I don't have a question. What I would like to say is that we truly do appreciate everything that you're doing and your enthusiasm and reaching out to fans and all the work that you do, because I know that it's not easy. And to let you know that if we can do this again further down the road, I'm sure I can speak for Victoria that we'd love to be able to participate. And
Absolutely.
when you're in New York, please get in touch with us, and
yes.
we'll have some stuff to sign for you. We'll go hang out, grab a drink, and we'll play that game again in person, and I'll show you exactly how it's done.
Oh, and John and Derek, they owe us a pint.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Sorry. Yeah.
No.
A pint of whiskey.
No. That's a Harvey Bullet drink if ever there was one.
That's a real man's drink there. Pint of whiskey.
Oh, yeah.
Be rough. Victoria, any closing comments from
Questions,
you?
anything?
Questions, comments?
What was your guys' favorite scene of the whole first part of the series, and what are you looking forward to seeing in the second half? Remember, we're sitting right here.
Yeah.
You are sitting right there.
So pretty much just any ones that had a Montoya and Crispus Allen in them were my favorites. And...
See, I liked the car when they came to the rescue.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
I may have cheered from the couch. I was like, yes!
Yeah, I was cheering too.
Yes! It was awesome.
But
I loved I would go with Andrew. I loved it when Rennie and Crispus came to arrest Jim Gordon. That payoff was really, really good. Loved that bit. And what I would like to see, it's not going to happen, but I do like the Spectre. I think that would be pretty cool. I think crossover with Constantine. I could see you spooking into Constantine or something like
crossover.
That. Yeah, that would be cool. But it's never going to happen. I know. I'm just dreaming.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
it's a crisis on multiple networks.
Yeah.
Right.
Honestly, sorry, John and Derek, and I'll keep it very vague, but Alfred's contribution to the last episode was some of my favorite stuff in the entire season.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's fantastic. Sean is absolutely amazing.
Absolutely. It's a different,
incredible.
you never get to see Alfred that way, so it was exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was very much crappy. He was very good with the action pose too, which I really enjoyed, kind of like the James Bond action pose. Okay, well, I guess we'll wrap up. Thank you to everybody who came.
Thank you guys so much. We really, really appreciate it.
And everyone who showed up.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah,
thanks for all the tweets and support. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Thank you for being so awesome right back.
We'll keep it going.
We very much appreciate it. And John and Derek, where can people find Gotham TV Podcast?
You will find pretty much everything. Our hub is GothamTVPodcast.com. You can get us on Twitter, which is where we contact everybody, at Gotham TV Podcast. And search for us on any network. You'll find us everywhere. Just Gotham TV Podcast.
Excellent. Yeah. And we should be a little bit more caught up with you, more even with you as far as when the episodes are airing for the next half, right?
We've got one more episode to go over here, but there's no announcement as to when we're coming back next year.
So it could still be staggered. I hope not, because I hate not being able to discuss the show with you.
I know we've got to be catching up with your episodes about 3-4 episods behind. I think so.
Those episodes
we are listening.
You can kind of leave them where just tune in for the last one. Okay, and as for us, you can find our podcast at legendsofgotham.com. Follow us on Twitter at Legends of Gotham, and follow us personally. I'm at Bill Meeks.
And I'm at AM Desimone.
And thank you. Join us here soon after January 5th for more Legends of Gotham.